welcome Shri Twinkle Krishna, General Manager, Sales and Marketing at Funskool, for his address. We welcome you, sir.
Thanks, Zara. Thank you very much, Mr. Nagarajan, for your kind words. Distinguished dignitaries, Ms. Anju Sharma, IAS, Professor Himanshu Pandya, Mr. R. Jeswant, Mr. Nagarajan, IAS, Mr. Hiranmay Mahanta, and my dear participants. It's a privilege indeed to join all of you on this occasion. Along with our CEO, Mr. Jeswant, I represent Funskool, India's leading toy manufacturer. We are part of the MRF group and have a legacy of 33 years in designing, manufacturing, and marketing toys. It's a duty of a leader to grow the industry. Funskool has been playing this role in the toy industry in our own way. But with the help of initiatives such as iHub, we are delighted to step up our efforts in this sphere. For any industry to thrive, there should be a very strong link between industry and institute. All great institutes of management or technology usually have a designated cell that coordinates their interaction with the industry. The vision of the Gujarat Student Startup and Innovation Hub is indeed laudable. It aims to be a center for all startup stakeholders to develop an innovation and entrepreneurial ecosystem by charting pathways from mind to market. I would say that the key phrase here is mind to market. Most of the first-time entrepreneurs have the idea in mind. They would have churned it, tested it in their own ways, and would have been personally convinced that there is a market for the idea. But the key challenge will be how to market what is in the mind. With an esteemed administrator as Ms. Anju Sharma as a chairperson, and an illustrious academician as Professor Himanshu Pandya as a chief mentor, iHub has everything in it that an entrepreneur could ask for. For an industry to grow, we have to grow the number of customers and their transactions. To do this, we need more and better products. This can be made possible only by new ideas and new entrants into the industry. A new entrant coming into an industry with usually a new idea is what entrepreneurship is mostly about. When an entrepreneur comes in with a new idea, she will need support on two fronts. The first is in funding to get the idea into commercial production. The second is in the guidance of what will work and what may not work, which will include pricing strategy, launch time, and product features. To talk of Funskool's commercial manufacturing capabilities, we have 3 manufacturing units, 1 in Goa and 2 in Ranipet near Chennai. These factories have all the latest machinery for working on all kinds of designs with plastics. We do realize that there is a growing demand for wood-based toys these days. We are augmenting our capabilities in wood. Funskool and its team, who are veterans in the toy industry, can offer a wealth of experience to the budding entrepreneurs. We launch about 100 new products in an average year. That's a reservoir of experience of launching more than 3,000 products in India over the last 30 years. Some have become hero products, some have not. We learn as much from the products that failed as from the products that have succeeded. The other unique assistance that Funskool can offer a new entrepreneur is reach. We have a network of about 4,500 retail outlets across India. These include the small toy shops at the corner across the street, which are an integral part of our distribution strategy, as well as the big names in the toy retail industry. When Funskool takes up commercial production of your product idea, you are guaranteed reach. Your product will also be available across e-commerce platforms. Akin to the call that our Prime Minister gave for India to be Atmanirbhar or self-reliant in toys, Funskool had sensed this need and worked towards building our own brands like Giggles and Fundo. We have undergone the whole journey of battling global toy majors, competing against the financial and marketing might in making a success of our homegrown brands. We have a history of maintaining long-standing relationships with our partners, be it stockists, retailers, or licensors. Trust is one of the cardinal principles that we abide by. It's critical for an entrepreneur to work with someone who she can trust with her intellectual property rights. And what's in all this for Funskool? We do know and acknowledge that novelty and innovation are critical in the toy business. Everyone in our senior management spends a lot of time with the design and development team. They say that the study of a nation's toys reveals the hopes and priorities of its people. As part of being Atmanirbhar, it's important that we design toys for our children based on themes and values that we want them to grow up with. Toys made in India should encourage our children to espouse Indian moral and cultural values. How can we expect a child who plays with a gun all her life to hold a flower for her friend when she grows up? Should we not have games based on the Panchatantra or on the lives of Gandhiji, Sardar Patel, or Jhansi Ki Rani? Do we always have to play board games with Western themes? Can we not develop games based on indigenous games of India? While Funskool has made a small foray into this, we urge young innovators to design and develop toys and games based on our culture and our traditional sports and games. Supported by iHub, we look forward to working with premier institutes such as the National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad, to develop a pool of outstanding toy designers. We should note that the ultimate success of a made in India toy will be when we bid for global licenses. Currently, we are planning to make in India for use in India. Our attempt should be to make in India for use across the world. I'm sure that the seeds that are sown by iHub and supported by institutes such as NID will definitely get us there. In all such efforts, all of you can count on your own toy company, Funskool, to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Thank you. Jai Hind.